Hey, it's Craig Haskell with the Value Hound Academy, and welcome back to another session. In today's talk, we want to talk about a competitive advantage. What is a competitive advantage? What makes a property tick? What's the engine that drives a property? Well, we understand that a real estate investment is a business, right? It has income, it has expenses, it has debt to service. So the better we are at operating our business, the more successful our investment will be, the more valuable it will be. So how do we find a competitive advantage? How do we determine that? Well, I've created this spreadsheet that I've been using for the last 20 years on my own investments as well as doing consulting assignments. And this spreadsheet is very simple. You can get this spreadsheet in the download library. All right, just go to the Value Hound Academy, go in the download library, and you'll see the competitive advantage comparison chart. You just download it. All right, I've blown this up, and I'm going to give you a sample and show you how to use it to make it more valuable for you as a tool with your real estate investments. You can use this tool whether it's a new investment or it's one in your existing portfolio. This is a tool you can use, and I recommend you use it all the time because it'll help you find where you can be more competitive with your property. It'll help you find weaknesses. It'll help you find strengths so that you can make more money with your investments. Alrighty? Well, let's take a look at this chart right here. All right? This chart is basically broken down like this. There's 11 determining factors that go into making a rental decision. All right? There's a subject property. That's a property we're looking to buy, or that's a property that's in our portfolio. We're going to put it right here. We're going to score that property. All right? We're going to go out and find 4 of the comps that are comparable to this property, and we're going to score those. We got property 1, property 2, property 3, and property 4. All right? And we're going to compare each one of these 11 against each one of the 11 on each one of the properties. All right? So let's take a look at the first one, the curb appeal. All right, we're going to score these properties on each one of these using from 1 to 5. You could use any number you want to use, but this is what I use. And 1 being worst, 5 being best. You can go a point, a 1.5, a 3.5. It doesn't really matter, but try not to go past 1 decimal point. This particular property, here's a property we're looking to buy. We saw an opportunity. We went through and we created this competitive advantage comparison, and it really showed us a lot. Let's start out. All right, we scored this property a 2.5. The first comparable was a 4.0. The second comparable was a 3.5, 3.5, and a 3.0 for an average of 3.3. Well, this property was a 2.5. It was underperforming on curb appeal. We also went down, I'm not going to go through each one, but let's take a look at condition. The overall average was a 3.4. We were a 3.0. This property was underperforming. I'm going to drill down on price because this is an important one. If you have a property, your property right here has low prices, you're going to get a high score because it's more competitive. On the other side, let's say you have a comparable over here. Here's a property number 1 that got a 2.5 on price, and they got a 2.5 because they were less competitive because their prices were high. So if we look at this, we can find out that the average was a 3.4 and this property was a 4.0. So their prices were very low. All right. Safety, it had a 1.0. The average is a 3.1. Way underperforming. This is not a safe property. All right. The lifestyle was a 2.9. Overall average is a 2.9. This property was thrown off a 1.1. All right. Not very competitive. Underperforming. So if we take and we add up all of our scores here of the 11, this property generated 29.5. The first property comparable was a 37.5. We had a 35, a 38.5, and a 33. Average them all together, the average score was a 35. This property generated 29.5. Way underperforming the marketplace. Here was an opportunity. So what we did was we went in and we added some curb appeal, some landscaping, some paint, put it in better condition. We raised our rents because now we're performing better. We put it in a nice lifestyle, made it a safe place to live, and our score went up to almost a 40. We saw an opportunity. We looked into the numbers right here and we found out, hey, we got an opportunity. How can we create value with this property? So we did. This is a pretty simple spreadsheet. If you have any questions, just go to the discussion forum, ask it. I'll be there to help you out. But this is a great tool and you really should be using it on your acquisitions. I look forward to helping you more in your real estate investments and helping you reach for the stars.